I headed toward Likitsary, the smallest village in Ukraine, with only a few dozens residents. Amazingly, it's home to one of the oldest wooden churches in the country, the Church of St. Basil. The village itself was first mentioned in the 15th century, so both the settlement and the church are much older. The gravel road to the village was busy with trucks carrying construction materials, likely for a nearby resort. At one corner, I encountered a truck stuck in the middle of the road. With no quick solution in sight, I left my car at the roadside and walked the remaining 5 kilometers to the village. The whole way I worried about my car. Would it be stolen or damaged? The walk was long, surrounded by rocks, trees, and sky. When I finally reached the village, it felt like a fairy tale. A few houses, chickens and roosters calling, birds everywhere, grass and skies stretching endlessly. I saw only 2 people who seemed surprised by my presence. The gravel road led me to the church. In this forgotten place, the church and graveyard had stood for centuries. Fresh tombs bore inscriptions of people born in another century who had lived their entire lives here under the same sky and woods. photographed the church on black and white film and also used my Nikon F2 with Portra 800, the perfect choice for overcast skies and muted colors. My only regret was not bringing my 4x5 large format camera. The 5-kilometer hike made it impossible to carry such heavy gear. The walk back was easier. My car was still there, untouched. I drove the long, rough mountain roads back to civilization. Nothing beats a hot meal after such a journey. The next village I visited had an old wooden church in a place whose name roughly translates to something like noisy. There, I met a friendly local man who told me he had repaired the church himself a few years earlier. He explained that wooden churches don't need plastic or steel covering. The wood breathes naturally and resists mold and rot. He added that these churches require constant repairs, but some of the thick old planks have stood for centuries, as old as the church itself. Fittingly, the noisy village's church stands beside a noisy river. The man also told me about other churches in nearby villages. In Rostoka, I tried using my 4x5 large format camera, but the church was surrounded by dense bushes and trees, leaving me no clear space for framing. I liked this place. No people around, the sun finally shining, warm, wind blowing, and me taking pictures. After much effort, I realized the best photos were taken with my 35mm camera, thanks to its wider angle. After visiting so many places, churches, I felt exhausted and decided to climb a nearby mountain to clear my head. Locals said to me that it was an easy hike, so I planned to spend no more than 3 hours, but after 3 hours I was only halfway up. Not wanting to push myself too hard, I turned back before reaching the summit. Perhaps I'll hike it next time. So if you want more videos like that about traveling and film photography, please subscribe to my channel.